Hello, Baby Bean, and everybody on Baby Bean Storytime. My name is Grandma Cookie, and today we're telling you another story in the Pinkalicious Schooltastic Storybook favorites. I love that they put 6 books into one big book because then I don't have to go to the library and check out 6 different books. So, first, I want you to grab your favorite stuffed animal. Hello, Rosie. Maybe your favorite blankie and find your favorite reading spot. We are going to read Pinkalicious School Lunch. I used to love school lunches when I was a kid. I think pizza was my favorite. I think everyone loves pizza, and I liked getting chocolate milks. And I also, one year, at one of my schools I went to, I got to help the lunch ladies and I got to serve lunches, and sometimes you get to eat extra dessert. But you also had to do dishes and stuff. It was hard work, but it was fun, and I enjoyed doing that. So we are going to read Pinkalicious School Lunch, and this book is written by Victoria Kane, and I butchered her name last time. I said Carr because my eyes were a little blurry when I was reading the cursive, and I thought it was 2 R's and not 2 N's. So I wanted to correct that. It's Victoria Kane. So, Pinkalicious School Lunch. If there's one thing I love for lunch, it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Mommy packs it for me almost every day. On Monday, I decided to try something totally different. I wanted to buy my lunch at the school cafeteria. It would be pinkerific. They were serving spaghetti and meatballs with raspberry jello for dessert. Spaghetti looks pink if you use your imagination. At last, the bell rang. Lunchtime, I yelled. I leaped out of my seat and out the door, skipping down the hall at full speed. I was going so fast I didn't see the book on the floor. I tripped and fell and hurt my knee. Miss Penny came to help me. Why the rush, Pinkalicious? She asked. I told her about the spaghetti and meatballs and pink jello for dessert. Sounds yummy, she said. But remember, slow and steady wins the race. I wasn't sure what she meant, but I was too hungry to ask. Miss Penny walked down to the cafeteria with me. I got in line and waved goodbye. Soon enough, my special spaghetti would be all mine. All I had to do now was wait. So I waited and waited and waited. The line was so long, it snaked around the cafeteria. We moved slowly, inch by inch. My tummy started grumbling. My knee throbbed. The room was noisier than I remembered. This was taking forever. At long last, it was my turn to order. I cleared my throat and said, spaghetti and meatballs with raspberry jello, please. Ethel, the lunch lady, didn't hear me. Excuse me, she said. Spaghetti and meatballs and jello, I tried again. It was no use. The room was too loud. Ethel shrugged and handed me a plate with green beans and a sloppy joe. No matter how hard I squinted, it did not look pink or tasty. I cleared my throat to try one last time, but just then the bell rang. It was time to go back to class. I couldn't believe what just happened. This was supposed to be my big day, my cafeteria's feast. Now, instead of spaghetti and meatballs and raspberry jello, I had nothing but an empty stomach. In math class, I had trouble paying attention. I was so hungry. Triangles looked like pizza slices. Circles looked like pies. When Miss Penny showed us that a square cut diagonally makes two triangles, I thought she was cutting a sandwich in half. My tummy grumbled. That night, I told Mommy and Daddy about how everything had gone wrong, how I had tripped and fallen, how I had hurt my knee, how it had taken forever to get through the line, and when I finally got there, the lunch lady couldn't hear my order. I'm sorry, honey, said Daddy. Would you like me to take you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for tomorrow? Asked Mommy. I said, make. I didn't know what to do. Today did not turn out very well, but tomorrow they were serving grilled cheese sandwiches. I liked grilled cheese. I'll try again tomorrow, except this time I'll be prepared. I said I finished my dinner and went up to my room. If I was going to actually eat the school lunch, I needed to have a plan. The next day at school, when the lunch bell rang, I pulled out the plan I had made the night before. Step 1. I read out loud, watch your pace. Slow and steady wins the race. I made sure not to rush to the cafeteria, and this time I made it without falling or bruising my knees. Miss Penny was right. This was much better. At the cafeteria, I got in line and looked around. There was still lots of kids ahead of me. I started getting frustrated, but then I remembered my plan. I was prepared. Step 2, I read. If the line is long, just sing a song. I began singing to pass the time. I made it through Pinkle, Pinkle, Little Star, and Mary had a pinkle lamb, and was just about finished with Old Pink Donald before I realized I was almost at the front of the line. Are you singing something? Asked Ethel, the lunch lady. I started to answer her, but the cafeteria was so loud she couldn't hear me. That's when I knew it was time for step 3 of my plan. Is the room very noisy from the lunch eating crowd? Then roll up this plan and speak up real loud, it said. I rolled my plan into a megaphone and I put it up to my mouth and asked for a grilled cheese sandwich and a piece of pie. Huh? Said Ethel. Even with a megaphone, she couldn't hear me. I was so excited I wanted to see the next page. Wonder if she's gonna get her grilled cheese sandwich. I thought she could hear me when I was singing. I know. May I please have a grilled cheese and a piece of cherry pie? I sang. This time Ethel heard me. Yes, you may. Ethel sang back, handed me the cherry pie. Here's your grilled cheese, sang the other lunch lady, giving me another plate. And how about some strawberry milk? sang the third lunch lady. Thank you, I sang back. You are welcome, sang the 3 lunch ladies in perfect harmony. The cafeteria was completely quiet as everyone listened to them sing. When they finished, everyone clapped and yelled, "Hooray!" The whole room filled up with our cheers. The lunch lady trio took a bow. I sat down and finally got to eat my cafeteria feast. Pinkalicious is so creative. That was a lot of fun. I like reading her books. Made me sing a little bit, which I don't sing very well, but that was fun to do. It's creative. You can use your imagination. And she thought of a good way to get her food from the cafeteria. So that's the end of my Pinkalicious. We'll see you next week.